What's up guys, my name is Ace, and Season 2 Reloaded for Black Ops 6 is right around the corner. In fact, it's coming in just a couple days on Thursday, February 20th. And today we got the blog post that outlines all of the content we can expect to see for this, including a Ninja Turtle event, as well as a ton of new melee weapons and a new ranged weapon as well. So in today's video, we're just going to be going through all of these details as they relate to multiplayer. And diving right in, let's talk about the maps that are coming. And this is going to be a recap. We already knew about this from the launch of Season 2. We are going to be seeing a remaster of Grind. And interestingly, they hid this from us when they initially revealed this. This one is going to go along with the Ninja Turtle event theme. It's not just a straight up copy and paste of Grind. There will be a bunch of like Ninja Turtle themed graffiti all over the map. But aside from those slight cosmetic changes, I'm not seeing any other differences here with Grind. But overall, I am looking forward to that map. I think it will play well within Black Ops 6. And honestly, I think it's better than a lot of the maps that we've already got in this game. Then after that, we're going to be seeing another strike map, so a face-off map that's not in regular 6v6 rotation, and this one is Bullet, which takes place on a bullet train. It is super narrow, quite long, and according to the description, we also have the ability to climb on the roof of the train as it's moving. Next, we have an event-themed game mode coming, and this is the Ninja Turtle Moshpit. So with this, it's going to be a rotation of Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Hardpoint. However, the twist here is you get special score streaks that you can earn, and apparently objective plays are somehow going to play into it more, which is interesting because we have Team Deathmatch in the equation here. So I'm not too sure how that's going to fit into it, but they mention here your general abilities with your score streak is for 30 seconds, you gain increased health, fast health regeneration, and increased movement speed, as well as melee range. You will also get a HUD indicator that'll flash when an enemy is outside your view, so it looks like you're getting high alert built in. And being shot when running toward an enemy will not slow you down. They also mentioned you can perform finishing moves on enemies from any direction. And most importantly here, you gain the ability to double jump and air dash. Now it also mentions turtle powers, and your score streak will activate one of several different character specific abilities. And these abilities will be assigned randomly to players at the start of the match. However, if you deploy with a specific Ninja Turtle operator, you will get access to that specific character's score streak. And these are the abilities. For Splinter, you vanish in smoke and teleport to a safe location behind enemy lines. Leonardo gains the Tracker, Ghost, Vigilance, and Cold-Blooded perks. Donatello sees operators through walls as well as equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. You can also hack enemy equipment and field upgrades. For Michelangelo, he drops a pizza box for your team, and teammates who eat a slice will deal double damage for a short time, and it will also replenish ammo and equipment. And then finally for Raphael, he has unlimited shuriken or throwing stars. So that sounds like a pretty crazy mode, a lot of insane stuff going on, like double damage, double jumping as well. I think it's going to be pretty out there and crazy and very unlike the standard experience. Also, I'm not really a fan of the fact that if you buy one of the Ninja Turtle operator skins, using that skin in this mode will allow you to lock in with that specific score streak that's attached to that specific character model. Whereas for everybody else that doesn't buy those skins, it looks like they have no control over that and it's going to be random. At least that's my understanding of it based on how they describe things. I'm personally not a big fan of having to spend money to have control over your gameplay experience like that. Although at least it is just for this special, crazy, unique, limited time mode and not like regular game modes. But still, my point stands. After that, we have a brand new perk coming to the game. This one's called Hunter's Instinct, and this is one they teased at the beginning of Season 2. It is a Tier 2 perk in the Enforcer slot, so it's one of the red perks. With this, eliminating an enemy will mark the next closest one, and a narrow cone will briefly appear on your minimap after an elimination, showing the general direction of your next nearest foe. So this one sounds interesting. I'm definitely curious to see this one in action, and I will be doing a full breakdown of this to see what the limitations are on this, as well as any potential counterplay. Then after that, we're getting the new wildcard called Fly Swatter, and this one just allows you to replace your dedicated melee weapon with a launcher instead. As for our new ranged weapon, this is a secondary weapon in the special slot called the D1.3 Sect, and this is going to be unlocked as part of the Ninja Turtle event, although it is in the free track of that, so you don't have to spend any money to get this. And with this, it's basically like the D13 sector from Black Ops 3. It fires saw blades at enemy players, and you're going to have different projectile types that you can choose in the gunsmith, which I like that they're going to have a bit more depth with this. So with this, you could select explosives or ricochet blades that'll be bouncing off walls, as well as long barrel, crossbar, and the overclocked stock. And I am curious to see how they end up balancing this one. Like, is it just going to be a one-hit kill? And if so, is that going to be totally overpowered in this and really frustrating to deal with? Or are they going to do some things to keep it in check? Time will tell on that one. Again, looking forward to getting my hands on this to do some testing with it. And then finally for new weapons, we're going to be seeing 5 melee weapons. Now the first one is part of that Ninja Turtle event. It will be unlocked in the free track, and this is a skateboard as a melee weapon. And this one will be a one-hit kill with a moderately fast attack speed and moderately long range according to the description. Then after that, as an armory unlock, we'll have access to katanas. And these are also going to be a one-hit kill with moderately fast attack speed and short range. Also in the armory, we're going to have the bow staff, which will be a one-hit kill with a slow attack speed and a very long range. After that, we have the nunchucks in the armory as well. And this is going to be a two-hit kill elimination with very fast attack speed and medium range. And then finally, also in the armory, we'll have access to Sai, which are going to be a one-hit kill elimination with a fast attack speed but very short range. So a lot of melee weapons coming. They're all Ninja Turtle themed if you guys haven't picked up on that already. And I like the fact that they are going to be putting this in the armory, so it looks like they're going to be very easy to unlock. There's going to be a direct path for everybody. You don't have to buy blueprints, nothing like that to get these. And while I think maybe it's a little overkill on the melee side of things and I'd prefer to see more ranged weapons instead, it makes sense with this style of an event that's coming. And as long as they're balanced appropriately and none of them are crazy overpowered or anything, then I welcome these additions. And then finally, for new playable content that's going to be added for the second half of this season, we have the belt-fed attachment, which will be available on the PU-21, the XMG, the GPM-G7, and the Fang-82, so all of the LMGs. And this one will also be unlockable with the Ninja Turtle event in the free track. And with this one, you're going to get extra ammo that's continuously fed to the weapon through sustained fire, but it can overheat if you fire too much. So you don't have to stop to reload it all, but if you fire too much, you will have to deal with an overheat delay before you can start shooting. And there we go. That wraps it up for all of the playable content that we're going to be seeing for the second half of Season 2. Finally, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the events that are coming, just the basic timeline on these. That Ninja Turtle event, which is the primary focus of everything that we saw today, is going to be starting on February 27th, and that will last until March 13th. So it doesn't actually start right at the beginning of Season 2 Reloaded, and therefore a lot of this content won't actually be available until next week with this event. Also, it appears this is going to be very similar to the Squid Game event, where there will be the free track of this event, where all of those items on the bottom you just get for free by playing through the event. Whereas on top of that, we're also going to have a premium track, where you buy access to this premium track, and then you can unlock all those items. But the only way to get those items is if you pay for the premium track. And just like with the Squid Game event, as long as those items in the premium track are purely cosmetic, I don't really care all that much. I do think it's a bit overkill how much they're monetizing things, and it is a bit frustrating to see that, but at the same time, it's obviously working, they're making money on it, and as long as this isn't negatively impacting my experience as somebody that has no interest in paying for that premium track, then fine, let those people spend their money how they want to spend it and get those additional items. I would generally prefer not to see this, but I realize it's probably just not going anywhere. And then on top of that, from March 13th until the end of the season, we're going to be seeing Clover Craze, which looks like it's just going to be a St. Paddy's Day themed event. And that's pretty much it. That's going to wrap it up for everything that I wanted to cover in today's video. And this is where I'm curious to hear from you guys in those comments down below. How are you feeling about everything I laid out in this video, from the Ninja Turtle event to the new maps to the new weapons and all the melee weapons we're getting? Just let me know all of those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.